Are you embarking on a chronic kidney disease diet food list? You're making a wise choice. This comprehensive guide will provide the knowledge you need, offering detailed, evidence-based advice to help you navigate your new dietary journey successfully. From understanding minerals and proteins role to grocery shopping with CKD, I'm going to empower you to serve your health better, one meal at a time. Let's explore this life-enhancing path together. Are you tired of struggling with your health? If you're someone living with chronic kidney disease, I've got great news for you. Hello, I'm Mathea Ford, a registered dietitian nutritionist specializing in chronic kidney disease and owner of RenalDietHQ.com. I specialize in helping people just like you improve their health by making simple yet delicious changes to your meals. Together, we can transform your eating habits, boost your overall well-being, and ensure that you're enjoying every bite along the way. Say goodbye to bland and boring meals and say hello to a healthier, more vibrant life. Let's get started on this incredible journey to better health together. Visit RenalDietHQ.com today and take the first step towards a healthier lifestyle. Following a chronic kidney disease diet plan is a significant step towards safeguarding your health. The first part of diet planning is making the decision to really give it a try. This seems obvious, but you really have to resolve to make your diet plan and actually go through with it. If you aren't resolved to truly follow through, you could be setting yourself up for failure. It's crucial to understand the importance of sticking to this decision, as it can profoundly influence your kidney disease progression and overall well-being. When you first begin a new diet or try anything new, such as a daily diet plan, it can be all too easy to fall back into old routines. Give yourself a trial period, like 2 weeks to a month, to put real effort into this new diet planning routine. At first, it might seem tedious or boring or overwhelming to have everything all planned out for you, but over a short amount of time, you'll notice how much easier it is to stick to your realistic meal plan, and also how much easier even the busiest of days can be. Now that you've made the decision to follow a kidney diet, it's time to get informed about what this entails. A crucial step in this journey is understanding what foods are necessary for healthy kidneys and incorporating them into your daily meals. When you're first starting out, you may still be unsure about what foods you should eat, and therefore you likely don't even know where to start to build a diet plan. A little bit of research can go a long way in this case. Research recipes that fit into your diet plan, but also aren't too complicated. Start with simple recipes with a few ingredients and then move to more complicated recipes as you get more comfortable with your prescribed healthy foods. Don't worry, there's an abundance of simple and suitable food choices out there for people with kidney disease to help make this transition smoother and tastier. So now that I've said you can find a bunch of recipes, finding tasty kidney-friendly recipes isn't as difficult as it might seem. You could still enjoy flavorful meals while maintaining your kidney health. Kickstart your day with CKD with a friendly breakfast idea like a bowl of oatmeal topped with fresh berries. CKD meals do not have to be boring. They can include dishes like a vegetable stir fry over brown or white rice. For dessert lovers, there are plenty of kidney-friendly desserts available like apple pie or strawberry ice cream that can make for delicious yet kidney-healthy meals. Always remember that proper diet planning is key in keeping your kidneys healthy and happy. Your main concerns with CKD are protein and sodium amounts, so you want to really focus on eating a little less protein and lower sodium recipes. When it comes to managing CKD, understanding the right nutrient balance is crucial. You need to be well informed about what foods potentially aggravate CKD and those that support kidney health. Navigating these nutritional considerations can significantly influence your condition's progression and overall health. So let's talk about unraveling this dietary puzzle for you. When diagnosed with kidney disease, you'll likely be advised to limit certain foods to maintain adequate electrolyte balance. Sodium reduction becomes paramount. Consuming excessive sodium with kidney disease can lead to or exacerbate high blood pressure, swelling, shortness of breath. So avoiding things like canned foods that are regular sodium levels instead of the low sodium canned foods, or restaurant foods that you haven't asked them to leave the sauce on the side or not salt at the table. Avoiding these foods can be a great way to significantly reduce your sodium intake. Your potassium intake needs careful monitoring as well, so you may want to limit high potassium foods if you have high blood levels of potassium. You don't have to limit potassium from the very beginning. We recommend that you wait until you have elevated levels of potassium in your blood to start limiting those foods. but extra potassium in your body can cause you fatigue, dizziness, muscle cramps, and trouble breathing. Managing your phosphorus level is crucial. Opt for foods low in phosphorus as your stage of kidney disease advances to avoid problems like bone disease. Avoid phosphorus-rich foods as your disease advances, things like dairy products or dark cola drinks, and opt for milk alternatives like almond milk instead of regular milk. Carbohydrate count is essential too, especially if you're diabetic, as high blood sugar can actually cause damage to your kidneys. Aim for complex carbs rather than simple sugars for better blood sugar control. And remember to incorporate dietary fiber into your meal plans. It aids your digestive system and keeps your blood sugar levels steady. Something that I didn't talk about is protein levels. So we usually recommend 0.6 to 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. I have several other videos that talk about how much protein you should eat, and I'm going to put a link to those in the description. Some supplements can help fill nutritional gaps that may be caused by following a restrictive diet, but you should always consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new supplements. Remember, each person's dietary needs may vary based on their condition severity. Always discuss specifics with your healthcare provider and your kidney dietitian. Navigating your way through a CKD diet can be challenging, but with thoughtful planning and organization, it's entirely feasible. It's time to plan out your meals for the week, ensuring you have healthy options for all the meals and snacks each day. By doing so, you're not only making meal times less stressful, but also taking control of your CKD management, a powerful step towards maintaining good health. Planning meals for the week can seem overwhelming, but you'll find it easier to stick to a CKD diet plan when you've got everything mapped out. Begin by ensuring meal variety, including CKD superfoods like broccoli, pomegranates, and blueberries on your menu. These fresh foods are known to support overall health due to their high antioxidant and vitamin content. Remember, portion control is key. Overeating can put unnecessary stress on your kidneys. Being mindful of dietary restriction, avoiding foods high in sodium, and if you need to restrict potassium or phosphorus intake. Planning ahead will make your CKD diet simpler and more effective. By the way, I have a course about how to create your own CKD diet plan, which I will also link to in the description. Navigating the grocery store with your CKD meal plan in hand is a necessary strategy for maintaining your health. By diligently using your meal plan to craft a detailed shopping list, you ensure that you not only purchase kidney-friendly items and avoid foods that could exacerbate your condition. Having all the right ingredients readily available at home not only streamlines meal prep, but also significantly reduces the risk of deviating from your prescribed diet. This underscores the importance of your meal plan for effective CKD management. Once you've established your CKD-friendly meal plan, it's time to translate that into a comprehensive shopping list. Start by listing your dietary supplements and meal portions for each day of the week. Make sure you're including kidney-friendly food rich in vitamins, but low in the levels of sodium and possibly potassium, phosphorus, and protein amounts. Take advantage of seasonal foods, which are fresh, nutritious, and often more affordable. Consider organic options if they're within your budget. They can offer better quality without added synthetic chemicals or pesticides, but you can always wash fresh fruits and vegetables in the sink, just rinsing them off, scrubbing them a little bit with like a cloth, gets a lot of the pesticide off. Your cooking techniques will also influence your grocery choices. If you prefer grilling or roasting, for instance, lean meats and vegetables should be on your list. By utilizing your meal plan when creating a shopping list, you'll ensure every meal supports healthy kidneys while satisfying taste buds too. Living with CKD can change your life, but using these tips, you can make positive changes. Let's talk about a mise en place, which means everything in its place. Having all your ingredients on hand before starting to prepare a meal is crucial for seamless cooking. Ingredient accessibility not only simplifies the cooking process, but can ensure you adhere to dietary restrictions, vital in proper nutrition plan. And if you're like me, you forget that you don't have butter or something and you're trying to make cookies, and then all of a sudden you're in the middle of the recipe and you don't have all the items. So it's better to grab all those things, get them laid out, and you're in good shape. When everything is ready, recipe adaptation becomes much easier, allowing you to make your last minute ingredient substitutions as needed without compromising too much on the nutritional balance. Efficient kitchen organization goes hand in hand with having all your ingredients ready. It reduces stress, prevents mess, and saves time. Therefore, always be prepared. It leads to better meals and healthier kidneys. You'll find that simplicity is key when it comes to cooking meals. Simplifying cooking techniques that can make meal preparation less daunting, especially when you're following your meal plan. Try using one-pot recipes or slow cooker meals on days that you may not have as much time. They offer easy portion control and they are time-saving. Ingredient substitutions are also an effective way to simplify your dietary routine. For instance, using almond milk instead of regular milk, which has lower phosphorus and potassium levels, that is suitable for a kidney-friendly diet. Remember, making each meal as simple as possible can bring ease into your CKD diet journey. Embarking on a healthy eating plan, especially for managing CKD, can pose several challenges. It's critical to give yourself a grace period to adjust and adapt to your CKD diet plan during this transition phase. This trial period allows you to gauge how well the diet fits into your lifestyle while monitoring its effectiveness in managing your health condition. Let's talk about some of the challenges of starting a new diet. When you start a new diet, especially one for CKD, it isn't always easy. There are various challenges to overcome, like understanding nutritional information, resisting cravings, and adjusting to new foods for kidney disease. You may also face the emotional challenges when starting this journey. There might be dietary misconceptions that confuse you about what's healthy for your kidneys and what's not, because let's face it, as your disease progresses, you don't eat as much variety of fruits and vegetables due to the potassium and phosphorus limitations that come in stage 4 and stage 5. And those go against the normal expectation of eating a lot of variety of fruits and vegetables. However, it's important to remember that diet motivation is key in overcoming these hurdles. Cravings can be hard to resist, but recognizing triggers and developing strategies can help control them. Might take some time to adjust your palate to the new foods that are prescribed by your dietitian or doctor, but your persistence will pay off eventually. We eat low salt bacon in our house, and when I go to someone else's house or I go to a restaurant and I order bacon, I am overwhelmed with the amount of salt that's in that bacon. So I know that it just takes a little time to get adjusted to that flavor difference. On our website, nikkineeskitchen.com, we do have low sodium spices that can add additional flavor and help you kind of overcome that feeling of it's not quite flavorful. And you will find it beneficial to set milestones to track progress in your diet plan. These could be simple as a lower intake of sodium or protein counting. Additionally, don't underestimate the importance of a support system that can provide encouragement during times or when you're feeling low on willpower. Overall, starting a new diet for CKD requires patience, determination, a strong support system. With these factors in place, you can successfully navigate the challenges and achieve your goals. It's important to give yourself a trial period when adapting to your new nutritional regimen. This allows for diet discipline and also helps identify adaptation challenges that you might be facing when transitioning into a healthier lifestyle. This trial period is crucial. Pay attention to how your body responds. I find it important to pay attention to how your body responds if you go backwards or you go back to your regular foods. Then paying attention to your body's response and comparing can help you understand how valuable the dietary changes are. You might need additional support through self-motivation techniques like setting reminders, again, creating the meal plan, what we're talking about, or seeking encouragement from your friends and family. Remember, every journey starts with that single step, and giving yourself time to adjust can make all the difference in your success story. Understanding how protein intake impacts your kidney health is a crucial part of managing your CKD diet. You might wonder why your CKD diet plan limits high protein food. It's primarily because high levels of protein can put additional strain on your kidneys and could accelerate the progression of kidney disease. Why low protein in kidney disease? You're often advised to follow a low protein diet, not a no protein, but a low protein diet when you have CKD, because your kidneys may not be able to filter out waste products from protein effectively. Excessive intake of protein can potentially cause faster progression of CKD. Therefore, managing dietary challenges with protein moderation is essential. It's crucial for you to strike a nutritional balance that reduces the strain on your kidneys while ensuring you get ample nutrients. Eating plant-based proteins instead of animal-based proteins like red meat may help slow down the progression of kidney disease, also type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure levels. Remember, this journey is about serving your well-being. Embrace each step towards improved health. I will add a link to our video talking about how much protein in a kidney diet again in the description. Understanding the right amount of fluid intake is crucial in managing your CKD diet. Drinking the right quantity of fluids can help maintain your kidney health by helping to flush out the toxins from your blood. We're going to dig into the importance of hydration in maintaining kidney function and how you can effectively manage your fluid consumption as part of your diet plan. It's essential for people with kidney disease to maintain optimal fluid intake. For people with early stages of kidney disease, stages 1 through 2, consuming around 64 ounces or 8 glasses of fluids can help keep your kidneys hydrated and working as they should. On the other hand, patients diagnosed with the later stages of kidney disease, stages 3 through 5, or in kidney failure, may need to avoid excess fluids. Your doctor will typically prescribe you a fluid limit if you need that. Extra fluid in these people can lead to a buildup of fluid or fluid retention, but you also need to be aware of dehydration risks, as dehydration can cause kidney stones and urinary infections, which can end up causing more kidney damage. Hydration benefits must be weighed against potential harm, so discuss these with your healthcare team is crucial part of your plan. Navigating the dining scene while following a CKD diet can be challenging, but it's entirely possible with extra planning and communication. It's all about making kidney-friendly choices at restaurants that align with your dietary needs and restrictions. Don't hesitate to communicate your specific dietary needs to the restaurant staff. They're there to help ensure you have an enjoyable and health-conscious dining experience. Choosing meals at restaurants doesn't have to be a challenge when you're following this CKD diet plan. Armed with your restaurant guide, you can navigate the culinary world with confidence. Begin by decoding the menu. Look for dishes with lean protein sources that are also low in their amounts of sodium and possibly potassium and phosphorus if you need to restrict those. Fast food alternatives could include grilled chicken salads or veggie wraps instead of burgers or fries. Your dining out strategy should also involve asking questions about preparation methods and ingredients used. When it comes to ethnic cuisine choices, there are many modifications you can request that will help you better stick to the Renal diet recommendations. In an Asian restaurant, for example, you can opt for stir-fried or steamed dishes with lean proteins like chicken, tofu, or shrimp paired with a variety of vegetables. When it comes to Mexican restaurants, ask if the restaurant has low sodium or no salt added versions of sauces, salsas, or seasoning. That can also help reduce your sodium intake. Remember, you're not just eating out, you're managing your health and you're having an enjoyable time with other people. So it's all about the environment and not just about the food. One thing that I typically recommend is also to ask everyone at the table if they mind not having the bread or the chips and salsa that they bring out at the beginning of the meal. If anybody minds if you just don't have that, that totally reduces your overall intake as well and usually makes for a healthier meal. Let's talk about setting yourself up for success with your healthy diet plan. That involves careful planning, dietary adjustments, and understanding which foods benefit or harm your kidneys. All of these are backed by scientific evidence. To set yourself up for success, you'll need to be strategic about your food choices and meal planning. Your motivation to stick with a diet specifically designed for CKD is vital. You've got the power to control CKD complications through motivation and a strong support system. Here are some tips to help you stick to a CKD diet in the long term. Work with a registered dietitian. Consult with a registered dietitian who specializes in renal nutrition. They can provide personalized guidance, create a meal plan tailored to your specific needs, and offer ongoing support and education. Educate yourself about the foods that you're restricted or limited in a CKD diet, like those high sodium or high potassium foods if you need to limit that. Familiarize yourself with portion sizes and appropriate cooking methods. This knowledge will empower you to make informed choices. When you're grocery shopping, carefully read the food labels to identify the hidden sources of sodium, phosphorus additives, potassium, or other ingredients that may be problematic for CKD. Look for low sodium, low phosphorus, and kidney-friendly options. Pay attention to nutrition facts labels to avoid excessive nutrient intake. Explore and try out new recipes that are specifically designed for CKD diets. Look for cookbooks or online resources that offer renal-friendly recipes. Experimenting with different flavors, herbs, and spices can help keep your meals interesting and enjoyable. Seek support and stay motivated. Living with a chronic condition can be challenging. It's important to have a support system. Connect with support groups, online communities, or local organizations that focus on CKD management. Share your experiences, learn from others, and stay motivated on your journey through these. Remember, everyone's dietary needs and restrictions may vary depending on the stage of CKD and individual circumstances. It's crucial for you to stick to your CKD diet plan, not only for managing symptoms, but also for slowing down the progression of disease. It makes a huge difference. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to dietary changes. Perseverance can make a world of difference in managing CKD. By committing to your diet plan, you're not just serving yourself, but also inspiring others who are battling the same or similar conditions. Following a renal food plan can be difficult as it often requires you to limit sodium content and avoid potassium and phosphorus-rich foods, and also reduce the amount of protein that you eat. Meal planning is an excellent way to get used to a new diet, especially one that is restrictive for health reasons. Simply follow the steps until it becomes second nature. You can always use these extra tips to follow your kidney diet meal plan. Sticking to your kidney disease meal plan can make all the difference in managing your kidney disease and improving the overall quality of life. Remember, every bite counts towards your health. And don't forget, we have renal diet meal plans for people with pre-dialysis or pre-dialysis with diabetes on our website that are completely adjustable based on your conditions.